What it do, baby? We back at it again on a Monday night. You know how we get down. Big Dog Talk, Lamar Ramos, and our special guest, Keanon Caple, in the building.
For sure.
My God. Good. It was good. Appreciate it. My third time.
Coming straight from Charlotte on them. Charlotte, stand up.
Residing in Charlotte right now. You know.
So we got some crazy topics. We got like 6 great topics today. We're going to start with the Lakers. Frank Vogel, hot seat. AD coming back tomorrow to play. So the big thing is if Frankie V doesn't get this right by the time the Allstar break starts, he's getting fired, unfortunately.
Okay.
With AD coming back, do you all think he will be on a minute restriction? And do you think he will come back at 100%? And if he doesn't, will Frankie V get the knife in the back? What y'all think?
Keanon, you want to
go? Sure. Well, first thing, we know Coach LeBron is really running the show, okay? But from what we've seen in the media, Frank is low-key in a hot seat. And the reports are saying that, you know, his future seems to be dependent upon Anthony Davis's future and how he returns and what he does for the team. And I know he's been inching that return. You say tomorrow, I say allegedly. But he was averaging 23-9. So
great.
I believe that
ball.
y'all are averaging. Y'all sitting in the 8th seed right now. So I feel as though if he comes back and does that, I feel like Frank would be safe if his future depended on Anthony Davis.
Okay, so you think if he comes back averaging the 25 and 10 and we win games and we win. Now, do you think if he comes back balling, you think he stays? Do you think it comes winning with the balling?
I think, like I said, if Frank's position is dependent upon what you guys do, and if Anthony Davis comes back, of course, we know he's going to provide a punch.
Yeah.
I believe that whatever Anthony Davis does could potentially secure Frank's position. Because if y'all are winning, then why move?
Get rid of him. Correct.
I think right now, you know, the Lakers are kind of in a position where they're frantic, struggling a little bit, trying to figure out what it is they want to do. So why not throw Frank in the hot seat?
Right. Ray, I know you want him gone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with Keanon when Keanon says, like, okay, if AD shows out, they're not gonna fire even if it's a bubble championship coach. They're not gonna fire, they're not gonna let that dude go. But I don't think he's the fit, man. I think he's been putting out trash lineups. We could blame the GM for putting out the roster, but I mean, come on. AD can't tell you how many times you don't want to play the 5. And
he said he wanted to play the 5.
Yeah, whatever.
Then he reneged.
He's saying that because of LA. I know the pressure of LA saying play it, but just do it. He's a 4. He always wanted to be a 4. He's injury prone. He can't bang like that.
That's
and
correct.
So with that, it's frustrating seeing Vogel not play. And then we saw the Howard tiff, and we saw Howard been benched for the rest of the season after that tiff in the beginning, and they're better with a big lineup. So it's just frustrating seeing Vogel not play the proper lineups and like to bench Russ and keep in Carmelo, who is just older and just don't make any sense.
He don't play no defense either.
Yeah. To say is to win a ball game, that ain't true. It was to send a message because you felt pressure.
Send a message.
So like
I agree.
All this mixed signals. Yeah, let Vogel go, but it's because he's not coaching and putting in the lineups. Like I can blame the GM for different signings, but Monk's been doing well. THT, you're high on. I'm not. But there's people there that if you put them with a big lineup, playing a 5,
succeed.
Playing a 4, they'll succeed. Put Melo at the 4 sometimes. Melo likes that. But this whole
small ball.
Yeah, this whole small ball with AD being a fragile big ain't working, bro. And it's just, and Russ don't know what he's doing. So he's not coaching. He's not telling them. He's not telling Russ to play. It's just bad, bro. Let him go.
To chime on both you all, the future is pendant on AD. If AD comes back and he's not going to want to come back and play the 5 straight up.
No.
So we're going to have to run Dwight at the 5, which is not a good lineup, truthfully, because it's too much crowdedness. However, if AD comes back, flourishes.
If AD can hit a 3, bro,
he can't.
We didn't have this issue though before this year. Nobody had an issue with him hitting a 3.
Facts.
So the fact that he can't is all a mental thing. So yeah,
he's shooting him though.
He can play a 4. He can be out a stretch big. He's just not doing it. So he's being trash. That's part of his trashness. Him not being able to hit that shot and saying now it's too cluttered. No, it's not. You're either a star or you're not.
It's tough to call it trash though, because
I love
24 and 10.
Cool. That ain't LA. I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm following you.
Let's stop playing. Give me a W. Give me a W.
10. I need a W too. I need a W.
And give me a 3.
But 24 and 10 is not trash.
Okay, cool. What's Giannis putting up?
It's not
25 and 10.
But I get what Ray is saying though. Like at some point, we do have to hold AD accountable. I totally agree with
that. That 24 and 10 ain't got no impact.
I totally agree. He needs to be more 28 and 10 and a W. Straight up. I don't disagree with either one of y'all on that. He needs to be accountable and not Russ. But Russ is the scapegoat. Frankie V is the scapegoat right now. His lineups is doo-doo, though. That's straight up. And I do think the pressure of LeBron saying, hey, I want to run small ball is why we're running small ball. We have bigs for a reason, but we're going small. And we're losing. This small ball isn't equating to W's.
Bron wants to get his stats, bro. Let's not like
stats.
Bron had an L the other day, only posted about whatever, the 10,000, 12,000, whatever club he done made. And I'm like, bro, if you don't get that off my page, like
I was upset about it as well. I wasn't happy about it. I was upset.
So that's what he's doing, bro. And that's the way you do that is by playing the 4 because he don't have the athleticism no more.
Correct.
But
he still got the athleticism
in spurts.
He got that bounce. He ain't got 2000.
No, he's better than anybody we've ever seen in the 19th season. This old, all that stuff. I seen a reverse that I was like, yo, that's brazy. But also, I see his lift, I see his legs, and I see his energy and his stamina, bro. He can't unless it's a chase down block, he ain't even getting it.
No, he can't keep up with the 3s. He can keep up with the 4s. Yes.
So that's why he got to play 4, and that's why they're playing small ball. But it doesn't work for AD. He's injury prone. Correct.
So we're gonna see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully, he come back, balls out. We make it back to the 5th seed. We win a ship. Wishful thinking. Mm. So this next topic is crazy because now, we just spoke about 19th season for Bron.
Yeah.
Who is about to be the face of the league, which is something that we haven't even really had to talk about because, we've transitioned from greatness in the 2000s, from the T-Macs to the Kobes to the AIs to the Bron. We had a plethora of amazing superstars, but towards the 2012 and up, Bron was the face. So now that Bron is on the way out, in 2 years, who do you all think is going to be the face of the league? Who's going to run the league in regards to being best in the business, staying out of trouble, and winning? That's for me is the face of the league. I'm going to start with you, Keanon, on this. Who you think is the face of the league in 2 years?
Man, the good thing about this league is that there's so much talent, and the one thing I like to mention during my explanation is that I feel there's 2 different types of players that come into the league in these situations. Like you got a player that comes in making noise from the start. Then you got those that kind of blossom over the couple years. For me, it's kind of hard to say. I do have a few in mind, but I do also want to say this may sound harsh, but I'm not too impressed with the rookie class. I like what Kate is doing.
Last year? This year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this year. If you look at their averages, bro,
it's like 14 points a game, yo.
It's nothing. It's no superstardom. No,
exactly. I'm not too impressed. So, and I didn't want to say too much on that, but I just won't be including them on.
Okay.
I like what Evan is doing.
That's a polite way to say it, though. That's so polite. Yeah, I ain't gonna include them in this joint.
You know what I mean? But I want to say that somebody that surprised me in the rookie class. What's the boy's name? From Orlando, Franz.
You talking about Wagner? Are you talking Wagner? Yeah.
Wagner, yeah.
His brother.
Yeah.
Or cousin, whatever
15.
he is.
He averaging 15 and 5. That's decent. But at Orlando. But as far as who I think is the future right now, bro, it got to be Ja. I mean, aside from him, 5, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, the man is like, he got that edge, he got that drive, that likability. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He would be the only person that I could even put in that category at this current moment.
Hey, Ray, I need to hear who you got.
All right, man. If I'm talking realistically, I think, okay, Bron's going to phase out in 2 to 4 years. They're going to play that KD and Steph battle for a minute because you can't really call it. They're going to play it. I'm talking about narrative-wise while they see who comes. I know Lamar's high on Ja. I hear Keanon's high on Ja. For me, it's the markability. He is not even I look for sound bites, and Anthony Edwards is more enthusiastic and more clickable than Ja is.
Okay.
But that's not my that's not my pick though. My pick is the silent horse. My pick is the guy that's gonna be traded and force his way somewhere, and his name is Zion.
Zion. I knew you were about to say Zion.
Once he comes back, bro, you'll see media showers, you'll see pictures and all that stuff. But for Ja, the only reason I don't say Ja is because of the Memphis is grit and grind. It's a hard market. And him as a personality, he's fire on Twitter. So social media, cool. But I'm saying, like, as media personality, it's more than that. And we have to see your face. We have to see you. And I be looking at him. I be hearing him in post game. And it ain't as electric as a Bron. It ain't as electric as an Anthony Edwards. It's not even as electric as a Russ. You don't
21 though.
He is 21, but you look for that young. I'm saying face of the league. You know what I'm saying? You look for that young. And Anthony Edwards, I saw a star when I see him talking. I'm like, ooh, he going. If he backed that up with a couple of more 50, 40 games, is going to be brazy.
Okay. So you're going with Zion. He's going with Ja. So you all are taking pretty much the rookie class from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis is marketable.
Baby. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said Giannis. That's my pick.
Okay.
Well,
Giannis is my pick. Because he'll be only 29.
You say he's what?
He'll be 29. He's 27 now. So in 2 years, he'll be under 30s. So he still can carry the league for 5 years. Because I look at a 5-year span.
He's been so. Only thing with that, I feel like he's been in the league, right? He's won a ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The league for quite
MVPs,
a few years.
Defensive player.
2 MVP. If you're not the face of the league by now, you will never be.
Okay, that's debatable because I don't think anybody was really taking over Bron. And KD was out for 2 years.
Right.
But
KD could have, but he was out.
I would say Milwaukee's not marketable. I have a cousin that is the chaplain for the Bucks. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, for me, it don't hit the same. It ain't like he's a chaplain for the Lakers and you see Bron, it don't hit the, you know what I mean? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody really, like we all freaking out, but it ain't the same. So I really think impact, I really think marketability, I think the foreignness, I think certain things that don't market well in United States still play a factor. I think Luka got a bigger chance than Giannis does if Luka wins a ring.
That's an honorable mention. That's definitely an honorable mention because he's in Dallas as well.
Yeah, if he wins a ring, then you get some Dirk treatment. You
getting Dirk treatment if you win a ring. But I'm going Giannis mainly off of his stats, mainly because to me, when Giannis retires, he'll go down as the most dominant two-way player of all time. Of all time. By the time he retires. Two-way. I'm going off of stats only. So I think if he can stay funny, goofy, and he's hungry.
But he's not. But that's another thing, okay? So you say funny, goofy, right? Mm-hmm. I saw a clip of him doing a joke. And immediately I thought of Shaq. I said, oh, you're trying to fill that Shaq role. But then I said...
Is he, though?
Yes.
Or is he just being himself?
Shaq gave him Superman, bro. Shaq
was a comedian, though. Giannis is just say hi to chicken cross the road.
That's my point. Just because it don't cross over don't mean you ain't trying. Just because people ain't as funny as Keanon Caple don't mean they ain't trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you don't come across that way don't mean you don't. So I think that that's the point. You're saying chicken cross the road. I say, no, he's trying to be Shaq, but Shaq said, I'll suck your mama's. Shaq did other stuff and then left on the presser and everybody was dying. Yeah. Like, so I'm saying he's trying and it's failing and it's not crossing over like Shaq did because it was natural. Just like Anthony Edwards got that natural.
Yes.
Like he's trying.
I can't disagree with that. He is trying, but however, he did say, hey, I don't want to be the face of the league. So because he had a back.
You don't want to be because you're not being granted it. Like Keanon said, you're winning everything. You're winning everything.
Yeah.
And they still say KD, LeBron, Steph. And then sometimes they're like, Giannis, he's cleaning up this regular season.
That's fact. They disregard him. They disrespect him. That's what it is. They disrespect him. It's tough. But it's crazy. Before we move on, you said Zion. When I talked to you on the phone, I had originally said Ja. So I was with Keanon on the Ja because I love Ja. But Zion ain't played in barely 2 years.
The tide gonna turn.
But he has to lose 100 pounds for the tide to turn.
No, he don't. When Harden came back, like
Harden ain't doing nothing.
I'm saying it looks different. The media shapes you different and they act like you different than when you about to suit up and then they be like, wait a second, we can't fool this no more. He actually is ripped. Wait, you see him throw that down? And once those New York Knicks jerseys starts firing or Rockets, I don't care where he goes.
If
they will,
you don't care where he goes.
They will fight. He'll go to a bigger market. You know what I mean? Like,
look, one thing I'll say, bro, is that if we would have had this conversation like last year at this time, I probably would have went Zion too. Just like for the fact that
for sure.
Bringing out the marketability of it, like that's a fact. But one thing I will say, I think what Lamar is alluding to is that unless he has to bring that the balling aspect of it, he has to bring that. There's no room for him to be the face because
he's
it's
Greg
like
Oden. He turns into Greg Oden. If he don't ball out, he turns into Greg Oden.
So it's like when he comes back, we'll see what he'll do.
I think so, yeah.
So the Knicks right now, again, they lost tonight. Tonight is Monday.
Beautiful game winner from Julius Randle, right? Beautiful shot.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Julius tried to do the game winner tonight and airballed it.
Yeah, but RJ Barrett, again, had a beautiful game. And this is to the point that I talked to Keanon about and I talked to you about. The problem with the Knicks that I'm seeing is they have too many forwards. You know, when you go to Taj Gibson, to Obi, and Obi had a good game too. And you got Julius. You know, you have, Mitchell Robinson. At some point, RJ Barrett's going to be like, look, I'm the youngest. If you give me the keys, I can turn into Rudy Gay. Because that's his ceiling, is Rudy Gay. I'm not knocking Rudy Gay because I like Rudy Gay, but that's his ceiling.
You forget that his godfather is Steve Nash, so that's not his ceiling. The reason
what's his ceiling? Steve Nash?
The reason why he's balling out right now is because he wants to be with Luka. He wants to be with these guys that has the Steve Nash pedigree. So he's trying to show like, no, I'm that dude, getting Cam Reddish, trying to prove it that. I don't think so. But I don't think his ceiling is Rudy Gay. I think he's shooting for much higher.
Okay. So if he's shooting for higher, that means Julius would have to go. That's my thought process.
Julius going to have to go regardless because the fans going to get him out.
I agree as well. Keanon, what's your take? You think the fans are going to get him out? Because reading New York media right now, boy, they hate him. And I love Ju. You know what I mean? I'll take him back in LA right now. Yeah. What you think?
Fair weather fans, man. I don't like any talks of Knicks getting rid of Randall personally. Mm-hmm. I mean, the guy getting you 19 and 10, he getting you a double. Like, what more do you want? Mm-hmm. What more do you want?
They want 120. That's what the fuck they want.
I mean, I guess floating his name out there makes sense in a way because in order to get something of substantial, like you have to get rid of him to be, you know what I mean? Like, who else are you going to get rid of? And I mean, in that sense, if you're trying to make some changes, you don't keep him, you know what I mean? But I just think it's absurd. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, but who's really checking for the Knicks anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
Right. That's the problem. The trade market isn't there for him either.
I'm with Keanon though. Like this is the thing. I never said trade him. I mean, I don't like his attitude. I don't think he could even be a second best player. I think he got to be a third. Like dead serious. I think you trade Toppin, but also if we're
Can't trade Toppin.
I
Toppin's
would
future
trade
is
Toppin
bright.
because you get the best. You get the best for that dude's future, and you got too many forwards. You keep Jew, trade Toppin, and package him with these sorry guards you got.
You can't trade Toppin. He only make $1 million.
I don't care. You package him with Alex Burke, you package him with Kimba, and you trade him. He is a star. You trade him, and you get pieces. You get great pieces back.
You're telling me you're gonna get great pieces for Kemba Walker, who ain't even playing.
No, you're gonna get great pieces
hurt.
for Toppin. I'm making the money match.
You own that, Bobby Brown. If you think you're getting good pieces for a 19-year-old who averages 7 points a game,
You obviously
over Julius
you
Randle.
obviously don't live in this league. No, not over. I'm trying to keep my team alive. I'm saying you keep Drew because he's a third best at best. But
so why would you keep him if he's third best?
You need third best. Like you need a championship. Like why you got Russ?
That's disrespectful.
Because
He's not third best.
Why you barely limp through the?
He's
Why you barely
MVP.
limp through the? Why did you barely limp through the bubble? Because you ain't have a third. You had a bunch of vets.
Limp through the bubble. We won the
dragging
bubble.
shells. Yeah, because Rondo was like sabotaging everybody. Keep going.
That boy on dog food tonight, boy.
He had his whole barber in the whole thing. His brother just chilling.
Man, so we agree the Knicks do need to shake something up, though. Something needs to happen because
they trash.
They went from they are trash. I don't disagree. They straight doo-doo.
And they roster don't make sense. Like,
roster makes no sense.
blow it all up.
Tibbs makes no sense.
No.
I don't think it's blow it up. What'd you say?
It's just overloading at certain positions. The Knicks, as you said, got too many.
Yeah, they gave everybody a contract that didn't. They gave Kimba that fat ass contract. They gave Evan Fournier a fat ass contract.
I don't know why they did that with Kimba either. Kimba will never be a best player for anybody. And I don't think people realize that. You know what I mean? He's still a great player. Don't get me wrong. But they ain't gonna build no championship spot around Kimba Walker. Okay,
Kimba Walker, Dennis Schroeder, Ramon Sessions. They're all the same.
Yo.
Okay. So we got the All-Star game actually in 3 weeks. Wow, which is crazy. 3 weeks away. So we gonna go with our top 5 picks, starting 5 in the West, starting 5 in the East. I'm gonna give mine right now.
Go for it.
You all can go. So right now, my starters in the West, I got Steph Curry, I got Ja Morant, I got Bron, I got the Joker. This last one was a tough one because I wanted to put Wiggins in there, but I'm gonna go Luka off of his stats.
You wanted to put Wiggins in there?
Wiggins is having a phenomenal year, but
I'm going Luka. I'm going Luka. And don't disrespect Wiggins because he made it. He did make it. You might be Canadian.
I might be. I'm 3 hours from Canada. Canada. So in the East, what you say?
Drinking though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that red apple.
For sure.
This ain't spiked. All right. So in the East, I got Giannis, Embiid, DeMar, of course, Trae Young, and you know who we going? That boy Tatum.
Wow.
So
okay, I think my West parallels yours exactly. I think with Jokic, and I think you had Luka rounded it out, and then so that's perfect. Okay. I think the East, of course, I don't think Tatum ever deserves any list.
Bro, you a hater, bro. You just a hater.
Shout out to Tatum, though, for like almost tying Larry Bird for like most 50-point games in the Garden and stuff like that, franchise-wise. Like, shout out for that. But he just underperforms for me. So I got to replace him with like Harden. You know what I mean? Like, why'd you leave him off? Harden.
I left Harden off because he's had plenty of opportunities to show me he was the man, and he hasn't this year.
Okay.
That's why.
I'm
not cool with 18, 8-8. I'm not cool with that.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with what he's doing. Like, he's been a consistent force, and he's been giving you triple dub after triple dub. I think that I think he deserves to start.
So you're going off of his past.
I'm going off of what he's forced to do in this role. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Keanon, give me yours. Said I got to take a sip.
Surprised. I was very surprised about you because we're pretty much spot on. We're pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
And Ray, you said for West, you pretty much were like exactly what Lamar said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for me, definitely got Joker. I'm gonna say for last. I had Ja or Steph because I had Booker. And LeBron, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I said it already, but then one of them that was really kind of surprising me as well. But I was like, I don't know, I like what he's been doing this year. I had Karl-Anthony Towns up there.
Yeah. But are you taking out the Joker?
Well, no. Well, see, if he's not in, so I would have Joker, Karl-Anthony Towns, LeBron, Booker, Steph, or Ja. But I feel like Steph and both deserve to be. So in that case, Booker, or I would take out Karl-Anthony Towns.
Okay.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
Karl-Anthony Towns ain't getting love, and he's been balling. That's a good point.
Yeah, Beverly put that battery in his back.
Yeah,
he did. He really did.
He really did. Because honestly, Russell wasn't doing much for him. What I thought he would do.
I thought he'd be balling out and all that stuff. He'd been injury prone and out the lineup. I don't know what he'd been doing.
That friendship turned into nothing.
Yeah,
but he's definitely been balling though. But like you were saying earlier, man, the market. You know what I mean? I feel like he ain't getting that much love because of the market.
Mm-hmm.
But
so give me your East.
The East, I got Embiid, I got Giannis, I got Durant. If he ain't back, I got Tatum. I'm either going Levine or DeRozan. At this point, they're interchangeable. But if I gotta choose, you said DeRozan, I gotta go Levine because DeRozan just got posterized. I'm not having that.
He caught an elbow to the face.
Hey, did they call it?
Nope.
Moving on. And then Trae Young probably, or Trae Young because that's what the media probably gonna want. But I probably would sneak LaMelo.
Who?
LaMelo. I would put LaMelo in there before Fred. Then Sleep. You for real, man.
Yeah, you Canadian, bro. You gotta
Canadian.
Yeah, yes, you are for real. You tripping, bro. You don't even know that New York is influencing you to just be chilling with Canada people all the time. Like, you don't even know. You said
y'all gotta put respect on Fred VanVleet because he's balling, but nobody talk about it.
Fair. But I'm not putting him in. I'm not putting him in over Trae or. Yeah.
I'm not putting him in a top 10 point guard list this year.
No, of course not.
Okay,
but in the East, you can't name me four more.
I can't.
Nope.
Lonzo.
Stats. I'm talking stats. Jello. You gotta say Jello?
No, I want to say Melo. That would be, I was about to say that though, but I ain't mean it.
Disrespect, bro. This man. You see the disrespect he give Jason Tatum too, Keanon? You see this?
I can't stand Tatum.
He think he is a bum, bro. He
ain't do nothing for the whole franchise. I'm like a closeted Celtics fan, bro. Like for real. So he ain't do nothing to carry them nowhere but talk all that smack like he can't be traded. Trade that bum, man. I'd have traded him. He can't
be traded.
I'd have traded him for Kawhi years ago back in San Antonio. Got a chip out of it. You guys thinking crazy. Yeah, Tatum don't do nothing, bro. He just a Duke. He just one of those Duke boys that everybody love. I don't care about that, bro. Give me a championship. Get out of here.
How he gonna give a championship and he in the East? He got to play with his team.
Paul Pierce did it. I'm about sick of him. Get out of here, bro. If he better than Paul Pierce, give me a championship, bro. Get out of here. You
say, is he better? Is that what you just said?
If he. I said
he is better.
Okay, that's up to you to say. I said if he.
You give him KG. You give him Rondo. He winning 3 rings.
Nah, I think he's making the locker room saying, "Yo, why can't I dribble more, bro?" He's the issue in the locker room. You get Kyrie out, they still got locker room issues.
He's an over dribbler. That's why.
Yeah, he's an ISO player. He think he Kobe. He not.
He does think he Kobe.
He's some trash. He needs to say what Devin Booker said. I am not Kobe Bryant. He needs to say that.
He does need to say that, but he got Mamba tatted on him, so he can't.
Yeah, he need to drop 81, and maybe he'll get more fans. But I need a chip.
I need a chip too. I like Tatum. Okay, so you know we got Keanon on the episode, so we got to at least talk a little Wizards. So, a big free agent that actually isn't being talked about because he's probably in Washington, but a huge free agent coming up is Bradley Beal. And he had a phenomenal year last year, obviously playing for that contract to show them, look, I'm the big dog. This is my team. So we know that Bradley Beal is currently the Washington Wizards. The question will be, do you re-sign him for the Supermax or do you trade him if he decides to not stay? Keanon started off.
Well, if you look at some of his media posts, well, not even media posts, but the posts they made about him, his statements, he stated through and through that he wants to stay. I mean, his loyalty is there. I respect it. Love it. You already know how I feel about real deal Bradley Beal. Always keeps it real. All right. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to shock you because I feel like at this point, it is no need to sign him the Supermax. We've talked about it before, and I've stated that last season we saw Bradley Beal ball out. Like, it was a phenomenal season. Now, I personally believe that is his height. He is not going to go above that. Now, if he remains that or hits that again, that's perfectly fine. But as far as going past that, I feel like we would never see that. And to say that you can't give somebody a max, I feel like you can if you want to, but you would have to know that you're going to be remaining dormant for the next few years. If we really want to be then we would have to move Brad. I mean, it only makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love Brad. I'm just being real. I don't know what we'll do. I'm personally going to be happy either way. I'm a diehard Wizards fan, so I'll be fine either way. If he stays, I'm cool because we get to keep him. If not, then I'm like, we're finally moving in the right direction because I feel like we're finally thinking business wise rather than let's solidify this player's heart. Let's make him feel good and at home. No, let's win a championship. Let's at least try to.
At least try to.
So that's what that was.
Ray, attack this because I know how you feel about Bradley Beal. So let me hear it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Bradley Beal did what was right for him in the last couple of seasons, was just playing up for his contract and his value and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, it's hard for me to differentiate because it's like if I'm the front office, why would you sign him to a max? People aren't rushing in free agency to sign with Beal. We've seen that. He's been in the league for so long, and that hasn't been the case. And right now, we know that there's going to come a day where the only thing that you can do is pay Kuzma to stay, because Kuzma is going to leave for a bigger market. He's came from Lala, so you're going to have to match his contract things, and Kuzma's not enough against Beal. So I'd rather, for me right now, I'd be looking at trade options to get great pieces next to what they have already gotten, and even if you can package Dinwiddie in there, do it. I mean, that makes it sweeter. But I mean, I think as of right now, Wizards need. I like what they got from Kuzma, Harrell, and Caldwell Pope being there those first couple of weeks, and how that just matched the energy that even Russ was giving the city. And I like that what it was doing. And Bradley Beal is a part of that, But also, I think if you trade and get pieces for him, because all you're looking for is signing him for the max. He wants a max deal. Okay, cool. But why would you do that? That depletes your roster. But then if you do that, you want to do it with a no trade clause, because why would you do that just to trade him? And so if you do it with a no trade clause, you're going into his late 30s, and then his value's depreciating. So then you just got to max. So it's a never ending cycle if you don't pull the trigger right now or let him walk for something bigger. Now, if he wants to stay for a little bit more than the max, less than the max, then you give it to him. But if you just offering him $250 to stay in Wizards, right, and he's not like an MVP, I don't see it.
And then alluding to that, you know what I'm saying, give him that much money. now what do we have to solidify other players that can actually build around him to make a push for
to make
playoffs?
a roster,
So
right?
So like Ray said, it's a never-ending cycle. And honestly, I'm always kind of like ready to push back a little bit when it comes to my Wizards, but he couldn't have said that perfect. You know what I mean? Like, we either got to let him walk or you got to trade him. You know what I'm saying? At this point, and again, I love Bradley Beal, but something got to happen, bro. Like, or we just going to be stagnant. And it seems like that's what we love to do. I don't know, you know? So, I mean, that's what we want to be. That's the kind of team we want to be then.
So my thought is a little of both you all sprinkled together. If I'm the Washington owner, I'm thinking, what will make the fan base happy? If I let Bradley Beal walk, I get absolutely nothing in return. And if we look at past situations where you let a big free agent walk and you get nothing, you're just looking at the draft the next few years.
Or you're looking at the money, like they still haven't been.
You got the money,
you got to throw a bag. You got 34, 40 million.
They're going to throw him a bag. Correct. So
not even him.
Agree.
I mean, any free agent, you can throw them a bag.
Well, why go to Washington? And that's the problem. And they haven't got a huge
bag.
I can understand the bag. Yeah, but you look at the Knicks. They've had money for 3 years. They threw the bag.
Knicks are stupid. They got a market to, like, I'm saying, when you have difference of
Follow
stuff.
me. Hold on. Follow me.
Go for it.
They got them. That's if he walks. They'll have plenty of money. But what do you do with all that money? Because you did make a good point. Kuzma's deal is a 3-year deal. So if we throw one more year, 2 years from now, he'll be a free agent. And he is currently playing really well for the Wizards. So he could get an increase in his pay because we gave him kibbles and bits.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he's going to want a good contract. So if you let him walk and you look future-wise, what do you have? Because you look around, Harrell may possibly leave after this year. KCP's deal is only, I think, maybe a year or 2 years left. He's older as well.
Where's Hachimura been?
Yeah.
Where's he been?
Thomas Bryant, well, you never know.
They're filtering them in, but
he ain't making that much noise. And
it's tough.
No.
They got a lot of forwards, though.
They have a lot of forwards. And like Keanon said, there's going to come to a point where you have to make a decision. Do you want to be complacent and look at the past 10 years? Because I didn't like the John Wall deal because he was already injury prone, but you gave it to him because he was John Wall. And John Wall at the time was a top 3 point guard. So I did understand it, but it was a lot of money. You know what I mean? So you locked him up and then you couldn't do nothing with the roster. So if you make that same mistake with Bradley Beal, what do you have to look for? Because you're right, he's in his 30s. And then you're not going to build a championship if you throw him that supermax. But if he did take a modified supermax to help build around, I will look at Bradley Beal like, okay, he wants to win a ring.
And stay like, because I like the legacy purpose too. Like he wants to be.
I like the legacy. If you want to be the number one Wizard of all time, you do stay. But then there comes to a point where, you know, kind of like the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. You know, they want to throw the money at Aaron Rodgers, and he's like, "Look, I kind of want to win a ring." Mm-hmm. Well, you know, do you take the money and not win, or do you take a modified and pull a Tom Brady? Hey, give me less. But I do want money on the back end or the front end so we can make this roster good, because the Wizards are in a good spot because they have a legit roster. We saw the first 20 games. Mm-hmm. So they are a legitimate team. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're not fool's gold. They do have a good team, but Bradley Beal is going to have to start averaging that 25 and up. He can't be a 20 to 25 player. He has to be a super max player.
Yeah.
But if and I'll let you all go. If I look at the past money that's been spent on super maxes, they either leave, get traded, or they underperform.
Yeah, he doesn't need a max. But just to go back, because I know you made a comparison between John Wall and as far as making that same mistake. I feel like in that situation, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, I feel like it wasn't a mistake because had he remained healthy, we don't know. Like I'm not saying
the sky was the ceiling. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, in that situation, like John Wall, the way he was pushing the team, you know what I'm saying, the way that the team was changing, like, he deserved that. I don't necessarily feel in this situation, the same situation, that Bradley Beal is in that same position to where that's like a guarantee, like, oh, we need to throw that supermax at him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we're making the playoffs. Like, we hitting the play-in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, if we're really talking about it, like, I don't really feel like he needs that supermax. Like, I won't say deserve the supermax, but he doesn't need the supermax. Like, we got.
I could say he borderline deserves it, though. You could say he borderline because he could have this offseason. I did read a few weeks ago that the Lakers tried to get Bradley Beal instead of getting Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, for sure.
Bradley Beal told him, "No, I want to stay a Wizard." So,
I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right now. One person's called Dame Dollar, and that's why he got a supermax. The other person is called Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's why he got a supermax. I just don't think Bradley Beal, Klay Thompson didn't get a supermax. Klay Thompson, 3-time champion. He tore his ACL. We know,
an injury,
but he did get $90 million. And so I'm looking at like cachet, and I'm just like, sorry, bro. If I'm the franchise, I'm not having, unless Brad wants to stay. He wants to stay for less than 220. He wants to stay for 185. We talking different. All right, we'll see. I don't mind you being a Reggie Miller. I think you're going to age well. You got a jump shot, all that stuff, barring injury. So that's okay. But if you want to do 225, 250 because you're named Dame Dollar, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
so let
me do this. Do either one of y'all know what Kuz is averaging right now?
No, so I think the last I looked, he was averaging 16 and 8.
I was gonna say like
this was about 3 weeks ago.
I was gonna say a double.
Okay, so 16 and 8. Okay, the only reason why I said that is I know Bradley's numbers are he has like 23 and 6, like 23 and 6.
What's cool?
Like 4 rebounds. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what Kuz is exactly off the top of my head, but I know that on the way that he's moving, like, you got 2 players that are playing almost similar in stats.
Do you think it's because I think a little bit is credence to Bill taking a Russ page saying, all right, we got these 3 dudes that wanted more minutes, they wanted more time. Let me feed.
Absolutely.
15 and 8 is what he's averaging.
No, absolutely. I was just only saying that in the sense that I personally, if I'm like the GM, I'm the president, I'm not looking at that and saying, okay, well, I feel like we need to give
I agree.
Bill that max. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see some type of change. I already felt like we were moving in the right direction when we made that trade for Russ.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That was from a financial standpoint, that was beautiful.
I thought it was smart
to get off that $45 million a year. And God!
An MVP and a showstopper, a superstar for the city.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
And then that with a new coach, it gave the Wizards organization a new face for the franchise. So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? So it was, for me, that was
immediately, like overnight, it did really well for the brand, which they don't do that enough credence. Like, they got off of the wall face into the Russ face, and then out of the Russ face, and then now they're just open. That was really in a 2-year process.
Yeah. So that was great. So our last topic of the episode is MVP talk. It's crazy right now because KD, to me, if he didn't get hurt, would have won MVP. But now he's out for potentially 6 to 8 weeks. So he's out. So now the MVP is kind of up for grabs. I know Embiid's name has been floated out there, Steph Curry, but he went on a little slump. The Joker, Ja Morant, DeRozan. So briefly, let's talk MVP. And before we talk about who you all's MVP is, let's just break down to you all, what is the MVP to you all? Ray, what makes an MVP to you?
Man, that's tough. So when I look at most valuable player, I definitely look at scoring. I look at impact. I look at other stats too when it comes down to like, okay, scoring's kind of even, or maybe this person has 25, this person has 28, but this person has 13 rebounds, that person has 8 rebounds. I'm probably taking the 25-13 over the 28-8. I'm looking at impact. I'm looking at I'm not really like into the win shares, the efficiencies, the like, you know, the extra metrics I'm not into.
Okay.
And yeah, I take in franchise player, I take in how they're carrying the team, I take in I don't really factor in storyline much. I factor in the fact that they are making a storyline about them, and I factor in if that's going to play out. So like for MVP for this season, we know that it would have probably been KD if he was still healthy, still been able to play, still been able to fire off what he's been firing off. Steph, I told you from the beginning of the season, we're looking at the Suns still like 30-something and 9, and Steph and them are 30-something and 13. People thought this was going to be a 72-10 season. So Steph, he's hit a slump after that 3-point, barrage that he passed. And then I just saw a post where ESPN tried to sell us on Jokic again. They said Jokic, blah 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 blah.
Sell? There's no sell.
They always try to sell you. Like, how are they gonna feel if you got a back to back?
That's correct. Yeah.
So they tried to sell it.
They don't want that to happen, but
yeah, they didn't want it, but it's gonna happen. So for me, I think Jokic is gonna happen. But if I was, that's like because of what the tree leaves are saying. But if I was speaking personally, I think Embiid's been doing crazy this year, meaning like what he's had to do with no Simmons. He has the ultimate green light, but still, green light. Centers don't be doing all what he been doing, and how fast he been firing to catch those 50s, to catch those 40s, and getting out in 30 minutes and being healthy this season. So I gotta give him that. So my personal pick would have been Embiid if we talking centers and impact and what he's had to do without the trade bait that they've been just holding. I would say him, but it doesn't factor into win shares. It doesn't factor into all the talk he's been talking and all that stuff. But that's why Jokic is going to get it. But me, Embiid.
You're going Embiid. Okay, Keanon, go.
Your first question was what I think an MVP is.
Yes.
Like Ray hit that perfectly. For me, it's very simple. Scoring and the person's ability to impact the team in a positive way. Simple. You know what I mean? So Ray couldn't have said it better. Like, I feel like it's going to be Joker. But for me, I definitely take in Embiid. 28-10, giving you a block.
Come on.
Game. And the thing is, they're 6 right now, correct? In the East, they're 6, but they're 2.5 games back. Like, with the injuries going in the East, it's easily for them to push up and really make some noise. I mean, you can think about the Bulls. They got some injuries there. KD out, as we stated. And I really do feel like it's the same way that y'all feel. KD probably would have had it had he not got hurt. But I would love to see NBA get it.
Okay.
Everything that I'm like, that's why I sat back. I'm like, that's my guy. That's wow. Yeah, so absolutely, Embiid.
Okay.
Like, how can you not?
How could you not? That is interesting. All right, so let me
look. And real quick, I just want to say they are 6 behind the Cavs right now.
The Cavs feel like beautiful.
Hey, I still feel like they're fool's gold. Okay, they said it's comfortable at 5.
Oh, yeah.
It's not gonna last, bro. I feel like it's not gonna last. Now I could be wrong, and if I am, we can come back.
I mean, I think you're right. I think they're fool's gold. I mean, I think I see them going into the play-in and getting out the play-in. I don't see
that's
them.
That's beautiful. How is that fool? That's amazing.
That's not amazing.
Cavaliers
for me. No.
You would have never in your life.
Sorry, brother. If I'm
the playoffs,
if I am GM, if I own a team, no. We believe Warriors. You upset the number 1 seed as an 8th. That's what we talk. That's what we trying to do. We trying to make crazy impact. We trying to make history.
If I'm the Cavs, for them to.
If I'm the Cavs, I'm trying to be We Believe. They just talked about, hey, I'm glad.
Beautiful.
They said, hey,
I'm better than We Believe.
I'm glad we have our own face besides LeBron. I bet. Make an impact in the playoffs. Don't just get into the play-in. No, you saying play in and out.
I don't have them play in. I don't have them play in.
Okay, you have
6.
You have them top 6. You have them just battling dudes in the playoffs?
Top 6.
Yeah, no. I got them being in the play-in and being out in one game.
You drunk right now.
They dropping the
The
7 seed.
Cavaliers are playing great basketball.
Rubio's gone. Rubio's gone.
They don't need Rubio.
They needed him. That was the fire for the season. Yeah, you got Rondo. I bet you dropped the 7 seed.
Rondo ain't even playing. He ain't even playing because his hamstring. he don't play, but his hamstring always hurt.
Man, I love
Rondo. He did play a couple of games.
He did. But now he's back out. He collected money, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He just collected money.
Man, okay. I feel him though.
So MVP to me,
yeah, what does it
obviously
mean?
It's similar, but to me, it's scoring,
it's not similar.
Impact. It's a little different. Scoring impact is definitely key.
Yeah.
But I put in wins as well, which is why last year with Steph, I couldn't give it to him. I said Joker mid-season. You were
do you put in
Curry,
you put in favoritism as well though, right? Like
I put in favoritism as well.
Because yes. I know if Kobe and Tatum or any of them had even 26 or 27, you'd be like, I don't care about wins or percentage or impact. They need to be MVP.
I put favoritism, but my pick is Joker. I'm sticking with that, and I'm going off of if you compare rosters, what Joker is doing with his roster, their roster is doo-doo. It's straight trash bags. Like pick up trash on Tuesday at 9 a.m. trash. And they're number 6, and he's averaging a trip dub. You compare his roster right now to the Sixers roster.
Question.
Hit me.
I think we're in one of the years where the West ain't like this and the East is like this in competition.
The West ain't like this?
You got Harden, you got KD, you got Kyrie.
Not where it should be. I agree.
Yeah.
Not
so if we're talking about like we got Giannis at his peak, we got dudes that are doing stuff over there in the East.
And what's Embiid doing?
So that's what I'm saying is I think Embiid is taking on more, because remember in the East you play those people.
He's taking on more. He's barely
East,
averaging 5 assists. He don't pass the ball.
Yeah, he got the ultimate green light. Who are you gonna pass it to? I don't think anybody on the East. I don't think honestly.
Who is he gonna pass it to?
Yeah, you got Aaron Gordon,
Maxey, Seth Curry.
Maxey is a scrub. Seth Curry. I'm not big on Maxey. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody's been trying to big him up in press conferences and stuff.
Who's worth $100 million?
You know how I feel about Tobias. You know how I feel
he's
about
worth
Tobias.
$100 million though. He's worth $100 million.
I would have never chose him over Jimmy Butler. Like all this stuff. So don't try to sell me on these guys that are not themselves.
I don't have to sell you. They are.
You said what are that? So who's Jokic's people? Name me Jokic's role players.
Okay, Aaron Gordon.
Okay. Oh. He's a good player.
The 6'2" point guard with the scraggly hair.
Facu.
Yep. Wow, I'm brain farting, and I know them.
They got players, so obviously let's do our research.
They got players, so I want you and Keanon right now to name me 3 Denver Nuggets outside of Aaron Gordon. Go ahead.
That aren't injured?
Jordan Clarkson?
Nope. Who? Utah. That aren't injured?
Utah. Yeah, that aren't injured. Oh. Go ahead. Name me 3. I only want 3.
I'll take Facu.
You're right.
Bet money. And then I'll take Barton.
Okay, Will Barton. Yep.
Boom.
Will Barton is.
And then I won't take your Aaron Gordon because you just used Aaron Gordon. So I won't take that one.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Don't say JaVale McGee.
No, I ain't gonna say McGee's on the Suns.
He is on the Suns. Yeah.
Stop tripping.
Hey, we both.
I'm gonna say Cousins. Cousins just got signed.
He just got signed. Bro.
I know the players, bro. I got through. They'll be mad because I got through. But no, let me look up their depth chart real fast. Hey, I gotta give them something, yo. This joint.
So you're making my point right now. You can name me 3 players on the Sixers. So that's my whole point.
Where's Murray?
He's
been hurt with the ACL. He don't. I just watched his. I watched his thing he did with all the smoke. He's not coming back.
Aaron Gordon, Will Barton, Nikola Jokic. There's a Morris, but not any of the other Morrises. He's a point guard. Austin Rivers, Cousins, Facu, Brendan Forbes, and a bunch of other scrubs. So who is he playing with? So who is he playing with?
No. You just literally said what I said. You just realized that, right?
Aaron Gordon got 13 points. Barton got 14 points. Rivers. Maybe they're just being coached better. We ain't talking about Doc Rivers, though. Doc Rivers is a scrub of a coach. He's living off that Boston Celtics ring and KG in their Super Bowl. But we need to talk hot take Doc Rivers actually being trash. Because let's say it.
I know he's trash.
Celtics big three should have won more than one. So that means you trash. You didn't do anything with CP and all them. You didn't do anything. So Doc is trash. So don't put that all on Embiid, bro. Embiid just got the green light. That's all he got.
Doc's wall was met with King LeBron and his decision as well, though. Let's not forget that. You know,
and he ran up against the Lakers.
He was never gonna come back.
It's just how the cookie crumbled. But,
hey, bro, I'm just looking at the tree leaves. I think KG and all them should have won more than one.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, they run into K. Okay, but then you're saying Chris Paul. You're saying Blake Griffin. You're saying that was a crazy Lob City team, and the West was wide open, and Jack squat. And then you get
the West wasn't wide open.
Then you get Kawhi and PG. And then you didn't win.
The West wasn't wide open. The West was
that 1 year that Warriors won. It was wide open. The first year the Warrior won. It was supposed to be the Clippers. The Warriors was only 57 games when Steph came out. Don't act like everybody thought Steph.
Are you talking about the Achilles year when Kobe tore his Achilles?
I'm talking about the first year, whatever the first year Steph won. 16, that was the year the Clippers were supposed to win. The Golden States were not.
I think it was 16 or 15.
It was 14. I thought it was 14.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah. I feel like 14 was Spurs. Maybe it was 15.
Was
16.
2015.
2015. So
yeah, 15.
That's when he was unanimous MVP.
Yeah, exactly. He was on brazy all season.
15, 16 year.
He was balling. It was 15, 16 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nevertheless, so you all both have Embiid. I got Joker. I'm going off of what Joker has around. We know.
Let me ask everybody though: would you take right now, or in general, you drafting? Who you taking? Like barring, let's say Embiid don't got that foot issue first year. Like let's say they both come out. You taking Embiid or you taking Jokic?
I'm taking Jokic. I'm taking a triple-double machine.
Keanon?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're looking at numbers and based off of what I said, yeah, you would have to. But
you would have to.
But if we're talking about who I would choose,
yeah,
I would like to choose Embiid.
I don't disagree with
who you would choose as a franchise. Who you would choose.
I don't disagree with what Keanon literally just said. Because if I'm going off stats, and that's what I like to go off of, I'm taking Joker. But if I'm going off of who I like,
who you would choose as a franchise,
I'm going Joker off of who's going to make my franchise better. And if we go off of, you can't say Embiid because Embiid has got bounced every single year with stars on his team. With stars,
okay.
Shaq did too.
Now in comparison, Joker.
He's gotten bounced. He's gotten bounced every time he's been in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he never flares out. He plays good every.
I don't care if you play mid and you get bounced. Negro, you got bounced.
You don't care if he averaging triple dubs.
No,
what?
That's okay.
What
yeah,
you want from him,
be on the rush train, bro. You a LA fan. You I guess don't care about Russ having a triple double. Don't make it the same with same with Denver, bro.
When you're shooting 58% from the field goal, that's different from shooting.
Of course, I'm blaming Murray. I'm blaming some people that don't step up, but I'm still looking at Jokic the same way, bro. Like I want you to carry our team. I don't care if you're a superstar. Carry them to the championship. Come back in and win the game. Talk about them later.
I just know Embiid he don't show up. He don't show up in big moments. He talk in big moments, but he don't show up. That's all I'm saying.
It's yet to be determined. Jokic talks and he has some brothers to show up for him, but he don't win and get a championship. You talk like he'd never get bounced. Like I remember him being the MVP and then just being like, all right, MVP's out in the second round. Like that joint is deflating for the
What did he do against Dame last year? What did he do against Dame?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Dame was putting up 87 points a game last year against them, and he whooped them.
Dame whooped them, or who whooped them? Who whooped who?
Denver did.
Congratulations. The reason I don't remember is because they didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say Denver.
They lost. No, the Suns. Nobody was beating the Suns last year.
I remember Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell in the bubble more than I remember that game.
Do you know Murray was not even playing last year? You forgot that.
I said in the bubble. I remember that game more than I remember whatever you were talking about.
Oh yeah, because the bubble. Because you always want to talk about the bubble because you think it don't count.
They both dropped 55-60, and we were like, "All right, that's crazy."
Yeah. It was playing phenomenal ball.
They were playing phenomenal.
Yeah, it's essentially Joker and Embiid. I mean, if we want to be real, in the same sense, as far as like neither one of them have gotten too far.
Truthfully, yeah, that's a fact.
And I'm gonna be real. Personally, I could be high right now, but I think that Joker, but I feel like Embiid would make it before Joker would. I'd build my
think so
around Embiid before I would Joker.
Yeah, I think Lamar talking
if they
great.
get James Harden.
I think Lamar talking great. If they get James Harden.
If they get James Harden, yeah.
I don't do that. I don't do that trade though. You don't trade James for Ben Simmons for what? For Kyrie to really play the shooting guard? Nah.
Yeah, Kyrie Bryant. You know how he get down, baby. You know how he get down.
He good.
That's too much. I don't see Ben Simmons fitting in that situation.
Nah, he gonna win out.
Gotta go.
So,
but that's it. That's all we got for y'all. This has been an amazing episode. Appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe to the channel. Big Dog Talk. Keanon, Darrell, Caple, he in the building.
come on.
Ray, Moses, Lamar. We out, y'all.
Peace.